Good morning, everyone. How are you? Full house today. So I'm going to try and get through the ones that are here. Say hello to everyone. So hello to all of my lurkers, Carol, Dawn, Laura, Kelly, Melissa, Isalina, Ine, Natalie. Good morning, good morning, everyone. Let's see, Annette, good morning. Brandy, good morning. Emily, good morning. Michaela, good morning. Let's see. Try not to miss anyone before it hops down on me. Let's see, Kenny, Brandy, good morning, good morning. Yes, I'll be honest, this is a first Rita Berman for me. It is a first. It has been a long requested coloring page, and I finally got one. Let's see. And it's not Natalie, it's Natalia, probably. All right, good morning, Natalia. If I butcher anyone's name, I promise it's not on purpose. Let's see, Cheryl and Palma, good morning, good morning. Let's see, Ghost, hello. Let's see, Mona, good morning. Let's scroll down. See, I'm hopping through names, making sure I'm not missing anyone. Angela, good morning. Let's see. And it hopped down. I am never gonna find my way back. So good morning, everyone. JC, Elizabeth, Tiffany. Whew. Okay, good morning, everyone. We have got a full house this morning, and I love it. I love it. Okay, so here we are. It is the first live stream of Rita Berman. Like I said, this has been a long requested book, but I just never had any Rita Bermans. Well, good morning, Catherine. Oh, awesome, Elizabeth. Awesome, Ghost, perfect. Yeah, it's her newest one. So I made a post a while back asking everybody what they wanted to see, whether it was pencils, books, etc. And there were loads of them on there. Now, obviously, you know, like I can't purchase everything that's suggested, but I did add a few things to my list, and I did actually get a couple books. And one of that was the stream we just did, which was the Mythomorphia, which I'm actually going to bring up here in just a second because I want to compare something to this one. So, like I said, I've never had a Rita Berman book. I don't recall seeing one in stores here. As it is, I had ordered this on Amazon, and then Amazon canceled my order because it's like, oh yeah, it's out of stock. I'm like, what? And then the next day it was like back to normal. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. But anyway, because it got canceled and I wanted it to get here in time for today, I ordered it from Book Depository and it arrived. And I was like, yes, finally. But here's the funny thing is when I opened it, like I got the package. Oh, awesome, Arcade. I'm so glad. Hi, Grumpy Stitcher. Hi, Cece. But when I got it, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little like, it's so tiny, it's little. To show you in comparison, this is the Mythomorphia, the Kirby Roseannes, which the Kirby books are the same size as like the Johanna books, the Millie Murata books. They're all 10 by 10. But I mean, first of all, you can't see the Rita Berman book, disappeared except for those. Because look at that size difference. That is like what, 2 inches? Yeah, that is like 2 inches on either side. So it is an 8 by 8 book. And Jason says, it's my birthday and I finally have a book and pencils we're using. It's your birthday today? Okay, well, hold on. Put that to the side. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Cha-cha-cha. You get jazz hands. Yeah. Morning, Marilyn. If it's your birthday, you get a birthday song. No, tiny isn't bad. It's not bad. And I was thinking that it is. Hi, Angela. I'm so glad. I was thinking that it would be good to travel. Now, here are my caveats for, you know, it being smaller. When it is smaller, it can be a little bit more difficult to color in, but it's actually not too bad. Now, you'll see here I have some sticky notes, and that's because don't sing. No, birthdays always get a song. We're always singing here. So I flipped through it, and the sticky notes are here is because I've just seen yours twice, so okay. Because I put some sticky notes. I want you all to choose the page. I went through and I chose, what is that, 4 that I was interested in, and I wanted to, oh, maybe ones you missed. Okay, I got you. Sorry, I was reading chat. I was like, wait, that sentence through me. Anyway, so I chose 4 pages that I'm interested in, and I want you all to vote on it. So while I'm chatting, let's go ahead. Let me show you the pages that I want to color. And we are using the Brutfuner Squares today. I haven't used those recently, and we'll be opening it and kind of not breaking the spine, but we're going to be flattening this really well, so it'll be easier. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you all can see. There we go. Okay, so page number 1, and I'm going to put up a, oh, awesome, Dorothy. Dorotha. I almost said Dorothy, then I almost said Dorothea. I swear, I try to keep everybody's names correct, but Dorotha. Okay, I got it. But anyway, so I'm gonna put these up as a poll, so file these away in your brains for which ones. So we have the baking page. We have the small little squares page. Okay, it's got some different things on it. And then we have, hi Hedwig, it's Steve. And then we have, since this is next to a chocolatier page, I'm assuming these are chocolates, but it looks like treats just in general, because I recognize that one. But so the treats page, and then, yes, of course. And then this one here, the Amsterdam little shoes page. So I'm gonna put up in chat, and I want you to vote for the one that you want to do. Okay, so I'm gonna create a poll, and it's gonna say which page. Oh my gosh, if I could spell. All right, and the first option is going to be the baking page. The next one is going to be the squares page with the little, I'm just choosing just names that have popped in my head. So squares, the little individual ones. Fourth option is the chocolates page. And then the last option is the shoes page. So I'll flip through them again. I'm just gonna get this up real quick. Okay, so those are the options. That poll will hop up here in just a second. Okay, so one more flip through. We have the baking page. We have the squares page, because there's little individual squares. We could probably get a couple of those done in the stream. And then we have the treats page, or the chocolates page, and then the shoes page. So those are the options for today. But yeah, so flipping through it, it definitely has a little bit of a Johanna-esque vibe. But there are some thicker lines and some thinner lines. So we'll have to see how that translates. But yeah, the paper's not too bad. It's pretty thick. It doesn't have a ton of texture, but I won't know exactly how much texture it has until I start coloring on it. But yeah, so we're gonna use the Brutfuners today. They're a pencil we haven't used in a while. Let's go ahead and pull up what we have voted. We have 39 for squares. I'll give it just a little bit longer just in case. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll show you too, that Kirby page we were working on. It's been a busy last couple of days, but I am trying to work more on it. And so I have, if you missed it, this is the page that we worked on last live stream. So I've started adding in more of the background. I've done some more of the little wispy clouds. I kind of went over some spots with more Posca marker to kind of like touch it up. I added some gel pen, but it's slowly getting there. I really want to finish that one. I really, really do. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see. We are at 38% for the squares. So let's go ahead and do that. Thank you, JC. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, let me make sure my stream is all caught up there. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna do the squares page. And I mean, trust me, we'll get to do a lot more of this. I'm gonna still keep tabs on these pages, but I'm gonna lower them so they're not a distraction. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, I was really liking how it turned out. And I was just like, I don't always finish them because I'll be perfectly honest, my time is pretty tight most of the time. So it's like extra coloring on my own. I'm like, well, we'll squeeze in. But I was like, no, I'm finishing this one. I absolutely do. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this backwards and we are going to bend this because I want this to lay as flat as possible. So I guess, I don't know, is this called breaking the spine? I just bend it as much as I can. All right, there we go. So we have lots of little pictures here. And then, like I said, we are gonna be using, I'm so glad, we are gonna be using the Brutfuner Squares. This is the 120 set. I have the color chart here. If you are needing a color chart for the 120 set for the Brutfuners, you can find this for free on my website. Good morning, Barbara. You can buy this on the website, and yeah, I think that's all the announcements I have. Nothing too exciting. We're almost coming to the end of July, which means in August we are going to have a new exclusive coloring card available in Etsy store, a new card design available, and the members will get the free download of the coloring page. Awesome, I know. So I'm also curious about how many of you have any Rita Berman book anyway. So I'm going to put another poll in here. Do you own any Rita Berman books? Okay. I am going to pop that in there because I am just curious how many of you actually have it. But yeah, this has been, like I said, this has been a requested illustrator for quite a while. So I've known of her. I just didn't have her book. Shannon, hi Shannon. I just didn't have any of her books. And so when everybody started suggesting it, because I put it up on Instagram and I put it up on YouTube. And so I had messages and responses and everything. And Rita Berman was like, at least a quarter of them, and everything else was kind of like spaced out. And I was just like, okay, well, guess we're doing this. So, oh, awesome, Jill. Yeah, and if you're interested about it, oh, awesome, Angela. Yeah, this is her newest one. She's had it for a while, and I chose this one because if her books are anything kind of like Johanna books, like Johanna's books are all wonderful, and I love them all. But I have to say, her later ones are probably some of her best ones. So I was just like, well, why don't I just choose her newest one? Here's your first one. Oh, awesome. You have doubles of all of them? Perfect. Well, let's go ahead and get started with choosing our colors. Like I said, we have our handy dandy color chart here. Let's see. Let's do, what do I want to do first? I'm thinking this one. Oh, and there's a little camping one. See, I glanced up, but I didn't really stop to like look hard at, oh, and the little camper one. That's cute too. All right, let's start with this one right up here. Let's see, I was listening to Angela a minute ago. I grew up in the 60s, Dark Shadows about a werewolf. Oh, you're talking about books. Gotcha. Yeah, she's new. So about 60% of you so far have Rita Berman books. All right. Yeah, she's much more popular than I realized just because I didn't realize how many people like had her or liked her. Okay, so let's see. The way the Brutfuners are done, and I know that some people have the names of them somewhere, but they have the characters on them, but then they also have numbers. So we're gonna be going by the numbers today for what pencils that we have. Okay, so for the umbrella, we're gonna do a little bit of background for it too. I wanna choose like kind of a bright kind of pinky color. So we're gonna get number 15 and number 110, I think. 15 and 110. So let's flip this over. There we go. I'll zoom out for you just a little bit. I got my coffee today, got my water. Ooh, nice, Shannon. Okay, so 15 and 110 is what I said. So hang on, I'm gonna find what we need here. There's 15, okay? And 110 is, that's 111. 110 is here, perfect. Oh, they were talking about movies. Ah, gotcha. All right, and then a lot of people ask me, because they're square barrels, like what sharpener do you use on it? And the Dull 133 is a great sharpener to use on. I've never really had any issue sharpening it at all. So they're pretty sharp already, but I'm gonna just give them one last little, I should get out a green too for a contrasting color. Let's grab number 46 for our contrasting color. Here it is. Okay. Hang on one second. My headphones keep getting caught on the thing. Just switching them real quick. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get this green sharpened. How has everybody's week been so far? It has been a busy week. What kind of pencils are they? Like Prismas or polychromos? I'm gonna say neither. But pretty sure these are an oil-based pencil. If you look at them up, they're oily. They're the name oily. I don't think I've done a review on them, but Sarah Renee Clark has, and a number of the other colorists, Ashley, have. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and close the poll. There we go. Yeah, oily, budget friendly, exactly, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's been hot here too, Angela. I saw you guys were getting quite the heat wave though. It's been in the triple digits here. In fact, I'm gonna start coloring while I'm chatting. In fact, yesterday, so there have been some electricity issues, which you never really want to hear when it's as hot as it is right now. Not here, like it hasn't. The electricity hasn't gone out like here at our house, but I was at Target yesterday with the kids picking up a gift for a birthday party that they're going to. And we were at the checkout. We had just finished ringing all of our stuff up and the electricity went out. Like in Target, in the middle of town. And we were all just like my kids are older, so you know, we were fine, but I felt so bad. There was a woman that was in, because we were doing the self-checkout, there was a woman that was in the checkout in front of me, and she had a baby and a little boy that was close to my kiddo's age. But anyway, the baby was just so fussy because she was actually buying pacifiers for her. We're gonna turn down the brightness on this. So the baby was like super fussy, but we were all like mid-checkout and the electricity went out. Target is eerie when it's dark. Like, it's weird. Like, it was interesting how loud the store actually is until because the AC turned off, all the electronics turned off, like everything, and there were only the people. Like, nobody was like freaking out or screaming or anything, but it was weird. Like, I'm sure people who work there see it like that all the time when they turn off the lights at night, but I was like, I don't work here. This isn't, yeah, right, Elizabeth? Because I don't know if it's like a safety measure or anything, but when the electricity went off, the doors were stuck open. It's probably a safety measure. Like, people don't want to get, hi, Melissa, don't want to get, locked into Target when there's no AC. But yeah, it was getting considerably warm really fast because it was probably about 104 outside when that happened. And so everybody was just like, surprisingly, no one was getting like rude or cranky or anything. And my kiddos helped entertain the little kiddos. And I gave her once, because my machine came back on before hers did. So I had her take that one. I was like, you got a kiddo that's screaming, like, you go ahead, move ahead, get your checkout done. But it just blew me away a little bit. I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, that's something new. I can honestly say I've never been in Target when the electricity went out. That one threw me a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. And everything, their generators came back on, and then after, we had all our stuff checked out, we left. But yeah, I tried to look it up to see if there was anything like in the alerts for the local electricity companies afterwards, and I didn't see anything. So I don't think it was probably either like a fluke or it was just like a small little neighborhood thing. But yeah, it definitely threw us a little bit. All right, who's got their coffee this morning? I guess it's not morning everywhere. If you're in the UK, it's gonna be tea time there? Oh yeah, see? Last week, everyone around me came on except ours. Oh no, had to dig my yard to replace wires. Oh no. Thankfully, where we're at, it's not super populated, so I don't think that there's as much of a drain on the system as there is in like the main part of town where like Target is and everything. But yeah, we were glad to get home and in our AC and everything else. That being said, with last year, and then, we had the snowpocalypse in 2021, and, there have been like, ERCOT is sketchy. For those of you who don't live in Texas, ERCOT kind of controls the electricity here in Texas, and they were telling us to, conserve electricity back in April. They were struggling. We're like, if you're struggling in April, like, what does that say for the rest of the summer? Oh, awesome, Mrs. Butterfly. Ooh, yummy, and a mow the lawn. Oh, sounds good, Kelly. Yeah, absolutely. I'm cooking tea while watching it. Awesome, Angela. So now we're gonna use 110, and it's a kind of lighter pink. But anyway, so there's always a big question mark when it comes to Texas and everything else. But because of that, I've planned ahead now, and I actually have these little portable AC units. It's nothing that would cool an entire room, but it would help to cool an individual where it's got these little curtains on the inside that you get wet, and then it blows out, and it kind of feels like an AC. They came in handy when I was in a situation where we had to care for a boy that had a heart condition, but it was an outside activity. And so I brought those with us so we could cool him off in the event that he, got overheated or whatever else. So, I've planned ahead, heaven forbid, or, the electricity does go out. But yeah, it was an interesting time yesterday. But while we were out yesterday, we also went to Joann's. A little hype in chat for Joann's, because everybody loves Joann's, especially when you're getting material and everything. But I went there because I was getting material to reupholster our dining room chairs. So A few years ago, we finally buckled down and we got ourselves a new table with these really nice chairs. It had like these cushioned leather seats on it, and it was like really nice. But we also happened to get Annie, our little cat, at the same time, who was small enough to run from the older cats under the table. And she decided to use her little claws all over the chairs. So needless to say, although the table and chairs are new and we love them, they got a little bit destroyed from Annie. So I finally got some material, and the cushions of the chairs, you can unscrew them and just take them off. So it's pretty simple. So I, sewed up the size of material to fit, and I hemmed it. And yesterday I worked on reupholstering that. So have those things where you add water and it cools off. You're talking about just like a little fan or like one of the neck things? But yeah, so we went and picked out some kind of floral, not like a super floral pattern from like the 90s, but more like a more modern kind of floral. Anyway, it's really cute, and it kind of just freshened up the dining room a little bit. And the cool part is it's just like, we'll see how long it lasts, because it's just a standard cotton print. It was like $4.99 a yard. And I got the entire bolt, which was close to 4 yards. So I got like a end of the bolt discount as well. So I ended up getting like 4 yards. Basically that entire reupholstered project cost about $18. And I was like, I can work with that. All right, we're gonna grab number 12. $18 for reupholstering your entire chair. I'm good with that. Right? It's super simple. The hardest part was just getting them screwed back in straight. It's a square thing you add water to and it cools. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen. Oh, wait. I think I've seen those before. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and use number 12. We're gonna get a little bit of pink in here. But yeah, it was a nice little fun project I enjoyed doing. Does anybody have any other projects they're working on right now? Speaking of Joann's, okay, so if I don't know, is Joann's only a US thing? I'm not entirely sure. But for those in the US, Joann's has got that 50% off coupon. And you know what else they have at Joann's? At least they do at mine. They have, bye Natalia, thank you for being here. They have Diamond Art Club diamond paintings. And they have, their off-brand diamond paintings. But here's the cool thing, is that Joann's regularly has a 50% off a full price item. And so theoretically, if there was a diamond painting there that you wanted, and those diamond paintings are upwards of like 60, 70 bucks, you could use the 50% off coupon on those diamond paintings. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do number 46. Really bothers me when the wood like sharpens unevenly there. I'm tempted to take my X-Acto knife to it, but you know what we're also gonna do? We are gonna break out our Caran d'Ache blender, and we are going to kind of smooth out the tooth of the paper, and this should get quite a bit more vibrant. Crocheting doilies, nice, Mona. I love it. I love a good project. I have got a crocheting project going on. I've got a quilting project going on. Does anybody ever feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day to do all the things? I was lucky to find a little bit extra of the Maggie Interios material at Joann's, and so I finally have all the material I need to make this quilt that I've been working on for ages. I tried diamond painting, but my toddler knocked the entire board of loose diamonds into the carpet. Oh no. Hi, Kara. Yeah. Oh, nice, Mona. Multitasking. I love it. Yeah, I've dumped them a couple times, and I like it. I do. I just have yet to ever finish a diamond painting. I have got like 2 that are fully a work in progress. I've got 1 that I started. So I have 3 diamond painting. No, technically I have 4 in total. I have the Arteza ones and I have the Diamond Art Club ones. And my New Year's resolution, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna make anything too complicated. My New Year's resolution is to finish a diamond painting. It can be a big one, it can be a small one. It doesn't matter what it is. I just have to finish at least one. So that's my goal. Some more about these pencils. Well, I mean, they're an oil-based pencil. They work pretty nicely. If you just layer nicely and lightly, they work really well. So what I'm gonna do now is, it's always interesting to test to see how a wax blender works on top of an oil pencil. And so now we're gonna go ahead, and this is technically a blender, but I refer to it more as burnishing than I do blending, just because I do plenty of blending with the pencils themselves. But basically what I am doing when I use this blender pencil is I am flattening the tooth of the paper, which eliminates that kind of white behind the color and helps it to kind of pop and stand out a little bit. Laura, this is the Meine Reise Europa book. Oh no, you're talking about Nancy Drew, or the book, the reading books. I gotcha. They leave next week. I have a diamond dot painting I've been doing since March. It's not that big. Wait, who leaves next week? Are the Diamond Art Club paintings leaving Joanne's? Is that what it is? Yeah, they can layer similarly. It's a hard word to say. It's a wax space pencil to pencil paper. Yeah, exactly. Long way gone. It's so good. Oh, awesome. Yes, reading book. Okay, I gotcha. I am still working on the third Shadow and Bone series book, Rune and Rising. I'm trying to decide if I want to read the subsequent books, but I think they're kind of like spin-off books a little bit, and I'm not entirely sure if I want to read those or do something new. I currently have 2 credits in Audible that I'm holding on to, only because I haven't decided what I want to read next. All right, let's go ahead and use our brush here. Oh, for camp. Gotcha. Yeah, there's multiple conversations. I'm just like, well, welcome back, Emily. All right, so let's go ahead and use just a little bit more of the purple number, let's see, number 015. I'm just gonna go a little bit darker here. The only thing is once you put down that blender, it does get a little bit more difficult to layer on top. So, you know, choose when to use it. I usually do at least 1 more layer on top of it, but when you start to get into, you know, 2, 3 more layers, it gets a little bit more difficult. Let's get a little bit of the number 46 under the flower. Okay. There we go. And then let's use a little bit of the number 110. But yeah, they're definitely a good oil-based budget pencil. I think that they work really well. And if you're looking to try oil pencils, I would highly recommend them. Okay, let's get just a little bit of brown. We're gonna get number 24, here we go. And we're gonna get a light color going through my workout today. Oh, awesome. There you go. Yeah, right? The Brutfuners are great. Okay, so 24, and we're gonna grab number 67. Here it is. We're just going to do the arm pole. What would you call the stick going in the umbrella? Handle, the handle of the umbrella. Is there a technical term for this particular portion of it? Are you liking the paper? I am, actually. It's really nice. It's got texture, and it seems to be layering really good. Sometimes if it's too smooth, it'll just glide on top, but it's actually working really well. Hi, Angela. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use number 15 here. Just a little bit. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and use our blender again. It's a pole. Okay, that's what I was thinking. The round ones, yes. So I got the square ones based on, what was it? Was it Shannon? Was it you that recommended the square ones over the round ones? A little sip of coffee there. Okay, let's shift on over. Let's do our little bottle of lemonade. We've got our handy dandy Posca pen, which I discovered last time that I had an unopened one, so that's super exciting. So we're gonna do some lemonade here. So let's grab number, let's do number 115, number 49. Okay, 115, it's supposedly like a green pencil, but it looks a little bit yellowish, so that's what I'm gonna use. And number 49, and we're gonna grab number 69, okay. Shannon, yes! Thank you for that, Shannon. Let's give this a quick sharpen. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna do number 115. So do you know what I discovered the other day, which I actually didn't know about? And you all may know about this, so you may be like, how did you not know about this at all? So most of you know that I have a garden right now that I am attempting to keep alive, and it's like the Seasons Rita Berman book. Oh, nice. Yeah, it has nice paper. Oh no, well, they might be able to. So those ones are the full blenders. So what I would do is go to like Blick or just go to Amazon straight up and just look for the Caran d'Ache blender. Don't type in the full blender because this one is not as readily available anymore because they've changed it to where it is a pencil format. So wherever you purchase your art supplies, go ahead and type in Caran d'Ache blender. Yeah, Caran d'Ache blender, exactly. Hi Tech Gal, how are you? Now we're gonna use number 49. But yeah, so I have a garden I've been trying to keep alive, and one of the things that I am growing are jalapenos. And so I had a jalapeno that was, I assumed wasn't quite ready to harvest because it was shorter. I looked up my particular plant and I was like, okay, how big do these need to be for me to go ahead and harvest them? And according to what I was reading, they needed to be about 3 to 4 inches long. Well, apparently that's not the case for mine. Mine are, let's see, what do I need? Let's get number 3. So anyway, I left it on the vine thinking, okay, I'll let it go ahead and let it grow a little bit more. Thank you, Shannon. I'll go ahead and turn on the subscribers only chat. So if you're watching and you want to chat, you just need to be subscribed. It helps keeps the trolls at bay. But anyway, so I was just like, okay, I'll go ahead and leave it on the vine and, you know, let it get a little bit bigger. I noticed it really wasn't getting a whole lot bigger until the other day I noticed it had a red spot on it. And I was like, oh, well, that must mean that it's going bad. So without thinking, I went ahead and cut it off the vine. I was like, okay, sweet, I think we still got it. But here's what I discovered. Is, let's see, we're still using number 13, is that actually red jalapenos, it's in the sense of like bell peppers where you let them age and they turn different colors. And in fact, the red jalapenos are just, in fact, a spicier jalapeno that, hang on one second, chat. Hang on one second. Okay, sorry about that. Kiddo had a quick question. Kiddos are home, so as much as I love you all, my children take precedence. But yeah, so it's a hotter, almost sweeter jalapeno. So I'm almost wishing that I would have left it on the vine to ripen fully to a full. Right now, I'm right there with you, Barbara. I can't do hot, but Steve really likes all things spicy. So I went ahead and chopped it up. And I froze some of it so that he could put it. We're gonna make some pad thai later, and so that'll be really tasty on that. Let's go ahead and do number 102 for the straw, as soon as I can find it. But here's the funnier part, is apparently it's actually kind of difficult to find red jalapenos in grocery stores regularly because of the longer growing time that it takes. A lot of people will just go ahead and harvest it at green. So I didn't realize that it was actually, a little bit harder to get your hands on the red jalapenos, so we're using 102. So I think for the next ones that we grow, I'm just gonna let them go until they get red, and then we can enjoy them that way. Because I'm also growing tomatoes, and I was thinking we can make some salsa with it. Yeah, it was just interesting because also, I don't know if it is everywhere, but there is currently it's, you know, it's sriracha, so it's not end of the world, but apparently there is a current, right? Pad thai, I love it. There is currently a sriracha shortage, and here's the cool part, is that as it turns out, I'm gonna get green for these leaves too. As it turns out, let's see, we're gonna do 46 and 81, I think. Sriracha is actually made out of fermented red jalapenos. So I was just like, well, all right, well, there's a shortage, but we got our own red jalapenos. Yeah, I can't do spicy either, absolutely not. Number 46. The funny thing is like the original pad thai recipe actually called for sriracha in it, but it was just like too spicy for me. But for Steve, it was like barely anything. Like he can do spicy food really well, but I'm just like I don't even like pepperoni. I feel like pepperoni's too spicy for me. So I was like, I can't do it. But so he enjoys it. So I think we will grow the remainder of the jalapenos until they're red. Let's see, we're gonna use 81 now. So he can enjoy the stronger spice in replacement of his beloved sriracha. Someday I'm sure we'll get a hold of sriracha again, but for now it's just really hard to get. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of blue on the glass. So we're gonna grab number 38, give it a quick sharpen. Pepperoni is spicy, I can't do it. No, you know my favorite kind of pizza is, so I do get, Kara, thank you. Pepperoni is a salami and it's spicy, I don't like it. With the exclamation point, hi, thank you for that, Kara. Use those handy dandy hyphy emotes. Here we go. I can't do spicy. Pepperoni's too spicy. He looks at me like I'm weird. Oh no, I get the exact same thing. I can't do it. Like I can't do spice. Oh, I left the pencil there. I'm like, where's the pencil? It's sticking out of the sharpener. I can't do spice of any kind. All right, so now we're gonna do 38. Like I try, but I just can't do it. So it's funny because the kids like spicy. The kids like spice. Well, not too spicy. They're not like sriracha level spicy, but like little Steve, he'll do pepperoni like no problem. Sometimes I'll add pepper to things, but I don't enjoy food if it's spicy. I tried, honestly, I tried. We went to a friend's house one time and she made dinner, and I'm very much the kind of person where even if I go to someone's house and they're making something I really don't like, one, I'm not gonna say anything, and two, I am gonna do my best to eat it because they invited me over and it would be rude not to. But the one time I just absolutely couldn't. She had just loaded the dish with pepper. And even Steve was like, oh, okay, that's a little spicy. But it was just loaded, and I tried so hard, but I couldn't eat it. And I felt so bad. Like I felt so bad, but I just couldn't do it. Like it physically hurt. You know, at first I was thinking I was gonna do rain because the umbrella, but I'm realizing it's more like sunny time kind of umbrella. So I don't think we'll do rain. There you go. Eat spicy food since I had my twins. Oh no. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I did mix up some hot sauce and a salmon asparagus foil bake. Ooh, I do like salmon and asparagus. Right, Grumpy Stitcher? I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too spicy. Which again, for those of you that are new and don't know, Steve is Korean. And so I think that there are some things that there are certain people that are genetically predispositioned to be able to handle spice better. Just like, you know, there's blue eyes, green eyes, brown hair, blonde hair. I feel like spice is almost a thing you genetically inherit. Number 29, and yeah, he loves spice like so much. And so I was like, all right. So I'm enjoying growing the jalapenos. Did I say I'm using number 29? I'm enjoying growing the jalapenos because I know how much he enjoys it. So I like being able to give him something, you know, like the red jalapeno, which you can't generally find in stores easily enough. Be like, oh, cool, this is something that you get to enjoy for you. Oh, sounds good. It's time to take a load off, Kelly. All right, let's see. Wasabi is good. See, oh, wasabi, I can't. No, I could not even do that. Used to love spicy, but gone off it. My kiddo took over, I guess, right? There you go. How are you, Ariane? Spice was probably in Steve's baby, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and do number 91. Well, see, that's actually the interesting thing. So Steve was actually adopted. So he grew up in a non-Korean household. But yeah, he just has always liked spice. So I do like pineapple on pizza. If there is Hawaiian pizza, I will eat it. But these days, that's not my, I'm gonna use the number 91, it's kind of an orange. These days, that is not my go-to pizza topping. I like it and I will eat it. But my go-to pizza toppings these days are, I have a gluten-free, it's like a cauliflower crust pizza. I'll get a frozen pizza, but I'll just get the cheese one, because for those of you who don't know, I'm gluten-free as well. Anyway, I'll get the cauliflower pizza is what it's called. But it's just plain cheese. So what I'll do is I'll cook up some onions, some red peppers, and some chicken. And then I will put that all on it with a little bit of extra cheese. And that is my favorite pizza toppings. See, I can't, Barbara. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah, exactly. Love pineapple on pizza with pineapple on pizza with barbecue sauce and chicken. I met someone one time that liked pineapple on pepperoni pizza, and I was just like, huh, okay, all right. All right, so we're gonna go, let's see, bring this on down just a little bit. We're gonna use a little bit of that yellow. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Wait a minute. Shannon, you're telling me the woman who puts Nutella in macaroni and cheese doesn't like pineapple on pizza? You're like the queen of obscure like food combinations, and you don't do pineapple on pizza? What? And y'all think I'm weird? I'm just saying, I didn't expect that from you. What about Brian? Does Brian like pineapple on pizza? Nutella and mac and cheese. Shannon, would you like to explain to the group your Nutella and mac and cheese? I put chocolate milk in my mac and cheese when I make. Wait, what? Chocolate milk in your mac and cheese? Tanya, hi Tanya. Chocolate milk and mac and cheese, that one's new. Oh, like instead of like if you make like boxed mac and cheese, instead of adding the milk, you use chocolate milk? Interesting. Pineapple and barbecue chicken does not belong on pizza. Hi, Loretta. Shit. Pineapple belongs in my cocktails, not pizza. Oh my gosh. Instead of regular milk. Interesting. Hi, Annette. How are you? And if I missed anyone, I apologize. Try to say hi to most everyone. I actually got myself, I don't drink a whole lot these days, but I did treat myself to a spritzer yesterday. I haven't tried it yet, but it's a blackberry and cucumber spritzer, which I thought was really interesting. We're gonna use a little bit of Poscapen on this glass here. Fries dipped in milkshakes. I've heard of that one for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna outline this glass here. First time using a Posca pen in here. But I would say that my first impressions of the Rita Berman books are pretty good. Like I said, I was a little shocked by the size. I don't know, I guess I didn't really see any size comparisons before because I didn't look at any reviews of the books or anything. So I was just a little surprised when it was as small as it was. You know, it's at least 2 inches smaller than my, standard 10 by 10 books that I'm used to. Mushrooms, black olives, and sausage. Okay. You and little Steve, you guys could share pizza. Okay, there we go. And let's go ahead and cover up this line as well. The bubbles, do I want to do the bubbles too? We might just leave the bubbles be. Well, I don't know. I feel like they should. We might just need to add more blue to the inside of them. I just want them a little bit lighter. Tanya, I was thinking of you the other day. You know what I started watching again? I'm going through. Started watching Merlin again. The thing of it is though, is whenever I watch it, like it's like Titanic. Every time I watch it, I want the ending to be different. Like, I don't know why they chose to end Merlin the way they did. Like, I won't give away any spoilers if you are gonna watch Merlin, but it's kind of like Angel. Like the ending for it was just a little disappointing. Oh, nice, Loretta. That's Merlin, exactly. It's just, I feel sad about how it ended. Like, I wanted it to be more like, the Sword and the Stone, they go on adventures together. I just don't know why they had to end it that way, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Merlin did get canceled. So I think that's why they had to end it, but I feel like they could have done it better. Right? Yeah, this one's my first one, so I'm liking it so far. All right, so let's go ahead and do this little flower here. I want to do it in like a kind of pinky kind of, well, it would help if it stayed in frame, pinky kind of tropical flower. So let's start with number 009. Okay, 009. And then let's grab number 108. 108, and let's see. I'm also looking at my color chart up here. So 108, and let's do number 71. I'll look up the chat here in just a second. Here we go. Dried mango. I just love mango in general. I've been eating a lot of fresh mango lately. Oh, it just takes practice, Cece. I've always said that, you know, practice makes progress. Johanna has that in her book, but there is you know how every now and then there's an audio on Instagram that's going around that's trending, and one of them is that. It's somebody saying, you know, practice makes, what did they say? They didn't say progress, but basically that's it, you know, because the saying used to be practice makes perfect. Exactly, just color like you. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom back in here. We're gonna work on this little flower up here. So let's start with number 009. Number 71, yeah, so the names on here are in the characters that I cannot understand. So they are marked by numbers on the color chart. So for instance, we are using 009, which is here, and we are using 108, which is here, and then number 71, which is here. So yeah, they're just all by number. Do you ever use water and Posca pen to rub Posca on paper? No, I can't say that I have, but let's see, use water on Posca pen to rub Posca on paper. No, because a lot of times if I need like bigger areas, I'll use, like this is a white gouache, playful blue. I don't exactly use that, but I do have like white acrylic, especially whenever I do like paintings and such. Like this is just a Hobby Lobby brand of white acrylic paint. Fun of it. To spin my doll 180 degrees, sharp my pencil. I'm not sure I could do it in one-handed just like you did. Well, I mean, to be fair, I hold on to it when I do it, but I'm trying to think, how do I do it? So it goes in, push the button, and then yeah, I just kind of hold it just like that, but I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm doing it one-handed. Yeah, I couldn't do it one-handed. Definitely has two. Okay, so let's go ahead and do number 009. Let's zoom on in here. I will say this doesn't stand out as much as I would like. Hang on, sorry. The way I color is like how it is in my brain. So you see me jumping around, that's because my brain's doing a lot of jumping too. I just wanna add a little bit more blue here to the inside, there we go. Okay, sorry. No, that's fair, Cece, that's fair. For colored pencils, they're currently unavailable. Those supply lines, they can be a struggle. All right, 009. You know, if you want to, Cece, you could always like make a copy of a page if you're truly concerned about, you know, like the book that you're using or whatever else. You can make a copy of the page you're working on, and just work on that page if you want to. But you know, it's all about having fun. You know, and as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's the most important part. Oh yeah, see, there you go, Kenny. Great minds think alike. Think alike. Oh my gosh. Annette says, I guess I meant I can't keep it same way around. I have to put the pencil in, then spin at 180 to then sharpen it. I hope. Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean, electric sharpeners are also a good way to go. I really like the Arteza battery powered sharpener. The only thing is that they don't have replacement blades from them yet. I have submitted to them that is something that would be useful. Because now that the blade is getting a little bit dull, because I used it pretty regularly for about 5-6 months or so, and it was great while I was using it, but now that it's getting dull, I'm getting more breakage while I use it. So I've switched back to the doll for a while, which is, you know, kind of tried and true because it doesn't require batteries. Oh, awesome, Danielle, I'm so glad. All right, so we're just using number 009. So the next question is, we got to decide what are we going to color next. I need to take a look at another, the pages that were suggested. Although, you know who we haven't colored in a while? Hi Della, how are you? Hi Carol. This is the Meine Reise Durch Europa. It's her Europa book. I'm probably completely butchering the pronunciation of it all. How are you, Carol? All right, so now we're gonna use number 71. We're gonna fill in all of this, and then we'll use our mid color. I think we need to use a little bit of green on this flower too. Like I said, because it's smaller, it doesn't allow you to do as much detail. And honestly, if you don't want to add like the detail and do multiple colors, that's fine too. Just kind of, you know, fill in the spaces. You don't even need to do multiples. Speaking of which, because I was chatting with her a little while ago, I mentioned earlier Maggie Enterios. She is going to be coming out with a new book soon in 2023. And I recently interviewed her, and there is going to be a new Let's Talk episode coming up soon. And it's going to include a little freebie download sneak peek of her new book. So keep an eye out for that. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, and you will get the notification when that video goes up. That is top on my list of things to get out to you right now, is that video. So I'm excited for that. I can't wait to share it with you. She's super fun to chat with, and I think you all will enjoy it quite a bit. Oh, awesome, Laura. Good, Danielle. Always feels nice to feel refreshed. But yes, that is going to be coming up soon. Super excited for that. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of brown. What do we have out here? We have number 24. We're going to grab that. We're going to do just a little bit of brown here in the middle. And let's grab a little bit of number 3. Yeah, same here. I've heard a lot of people are really happy with it. Okay, and we're gonna use a little bit of 46. All right, this is driving me crazy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this on stream. Okay, I'm gonna shave this off. So if this slips and I hurt myself, you will all be preview to it. So I'm just gonna carefully, sometimes when a pencil sharpens unevenly, it just drives me bonkers. So I'm gonna fix this real quick, and I'm gonna do this without either A, hurting, broke the tip. I broke the tip. Okay, well, I was gonna say without hurting myself or the pencil, but I've already broken the tip. So we're gonna just try and even out this wood here. I'm cutting away from myself, but you know, it'll be entertainment if I, you know, poke my finger. It'll be good for you guys. Ooh, we can use the little, oh, there goes my sharpener. Never a dull moment here. Here we go. All better. Little ladybug vacuum. All right, now we can sharpen this again and get it evened out. 6 downloads for coloring pages. Oh, awesome. Wait, are they from the new book? I don't think I checked my email. I'll need to look at that. Or are they from past ones? Because I know she has a download page that has free ones. I mean, it's fair. It's a legitimate assessment. Like I am horribly. Maggie Enterios. She's coming out with a new book. Ashley. Oh, sounds good, Tech Gal. Thank you for being here. Right, Brandy? It's adorable. For those of you who don't, look, see, it's still uneven. Okay, I'm just gonna let it be. For those of you who don't know, thank you, Elizabeth.
Thanks for your Let's Talk video on color theory. It was a great revisit.
Use those handy dandy hypey moves. Ooh, we'll throw in a TARDIS too. There we go. Kathleen, thank you for subscribing. Oh my gosh, you cracked me up. For those of you who don't know, a few months back, I was making dinner. It was just me and little Steve. Big Steve and little Emily were out. And I was opening up a can of Rosarita beans because I was gonna make burritos, you know, of course. But anyway, you know how sometimes when you're opening a can and it's still just like a little hooked on the can. Let's see, we're gonna use number 81. There was just this tiny little piece that just didn't break away from the can. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, no big deal. I'll just use the spoon and like pop up the lid. But here's the thing, it was connected on both sides. Anyway, I popped it in and went to lift it, but instead my hand went forward and I have this nice, fun little scar on my finger here and here. And needless to say, it was right before stream. I showed up to stream that night and I had my fingers all bandaged up, and yeah, it was super fun. But I lost a fight to a lady named Rita and her can of beans. But it was really fun coming up with all the reasonings as to why I had my fingers wrapped up in washi tape. For pencils, yeah. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, exclamation point, Maggie. Gotta love those commands. But in fact, I think I might have put her new book down in the description below. I usually put a link to the new books coming out that I am interested in, and I think Maggie's on there too. So yeah, make sure. There's Kelly, welcome back. But yeah, so she's got a new book coming out. It is a tropical themed book, and it's going to be super exciting. Like I said, I am going to have a sneak peek download for you all. It's super exciting. She has offered a free download, so as soon as I get that video edited and up, that's gonna go up on there, and you guys will get an early page. So super exciting. All right, let's go ahead and do the rest of this fruit, and then we're gonna do a new one. I am thinking this little camper down here. And I think it should be super fun. Oh, Kara! Thank you, Kara! Get some hype in chat for Kara! Exclamation point hype, and use those handy dandy hype emotes. Thank you for that, Kara. I appreciate you again. Oh my goodness, sweet lady. But yeah, so I'm thinking we'll do this because I want to do like a little glow on the camper down there. So let's go ahead and do this fruit bowl. Let's go ahead and do number 31. 31. Do I already have 31 out? I might have 31 out already. Hang on. Let's see, that's 102. What's this one? This one is 15. Sorry, give me just 1 second. I'm trying to find, oh, there it is. I was looking right at it. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna use number 31 here under the fruit. We got some little grapes and everything. Ooh, make the camper look 1950s. Ooh, we could do that. I mean, it's got a good printing on it. I'll have to decide what color the main, you know what it reminds me of? I've mentioned it before, but there is a couple that I follow on Instagram, and I love watching their videos on YouTube. She's got great video production. But Elsa Ray and Baron, they live in a scamp, and they've kind of transitioned their channel now to where they are homesteaders. They bought some land out in Colorado, and it's completely off-grid, and it's just so cool to see kind of how it's all developing. They're working on building their first house now. It's just really cool. But anyway, their main abode at the moment is a little scamp trailer, and it's super cute. Does Flowerscape have any birds in it? I believe so. Hang on, let me grab it real quick. I've just got it over here on the shelf. I want to say it's got some tropical stuff in it. We've colored a couple pages in it, and it's actually a slightly smaller book as well. So like in comparison. So this is the Rita Berman book that we're working on. This is Flowerscape. So Flowerscape is about 8 inches wide, but it's like an 8x7. Or sorry, 8x9, 8x9. Ooh, favorite coloring book, if I could just have one. Oh boy. It would definitely be a Johanna Basford. Like that one's hands down. Probably Enchanted Forest. It will always have a special place in my heart because that one was my first Johanna. So if I could only choose one, probably Enchanted Forest. But I really like, oh, Kathleen, I'm so glad. Well, welcome. I really like her newer ones too. So World of Flowers, 30 Days of Creativity, Worlds of Wonder, like all of them. So let's see. This is one that we did on stream. And so Birds of Paradise and some frogs. Yep, we've got some hummingbirds in here. So this is Maggie's first book that she worked on. That was some sort of experiment. I forget what I was doing on there. I might have cut out the other page. Oh no, there it is. We also did this one on stream. So it's cool. Some of them have some geometric patterns She's got a lot of really cool ones. I actually asked in the interview, you know, I don't want to give it all away. You all get to see it, but I did ask her, does she have a favorite page? Because for Johanna, for a while, her answer was the owl in Enchanted Forest, but this one is actually Maggie's favorite page in this book. But yeah, there's loads of stuff. What is this one? This one was, is that markers? Yeah, that was alcohol markers, that one there. But yeah, so she's got loads. Oh, there's another bird. So yeah, if you like birds and flowers and everything, there's bird. So, but yeah, this one is her flower skate book. You can find this on Amazon as well. So yeah, it's super pretty. I like it a lot. Maybe we should do a page from there next. Do you guys want to do a Maggie book next? We haven't done one of hers in a while. It's either that or probably going to be Hannah Carlson. Okay, let's do number 67. So if you guys could choose, what would you prefer? Do you want to do a Maggie and Therese or a Hannah Carlson? Where is 67? Oh, I've got that all already. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom on in so I don't put my head back in the screen. Yeah, dragonflies, fruit butterflies, frog, exactly. Yeah. All right, so 67 here. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna put a poll up, and those are gonna be our choices. So, what book next? Question mark. Is it going to be a Maggie and Therese or a Hannah Carlson? I mean, my default is I never have any issue doing Johanna Basford ones. You guys know me. I am all about the Johanna books. All right, so 67. There we go. She's got that new book coming out soon. October, I believe, is when Johanna's next book is coming out. So that's super exciting. That's gonna be awesome. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do number 55. Just a little bit here for a little bit of shadow. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit. Okay, then let's go ahead and grab, was it 31? What was I doing on here? I was doing, yeah, 31. Both. Well, we can do one and then the other. But this one that we're choosing today will be for Fridays. And then I will go through my pencils and see which ones we haven't used recently. There's the Liras. There's the Mitsubishis. We could do the Poscas. There's loads of pencils that we can choose from. Hello, Marine. Welcome. How are you? Hello from France. I love it. All right, let's go and use a little bit of our blender pencil. I'm gonna pick up that sharpener I dropped on the ground because that's what I need for it. Because when I use my blender pencil, I like to make sure I have a nice sharp point. You hit something and lost the poll. Oh no. Well, we are actually, it says 50%. We are at 50-50 right now with 33 votes. Oh, wait, we had Hannah jumped up. Hannah jumped up. Okay. How are you, Kelly? Okay, so let's use our blender and we're gonna blend this through. I'm just basically burnishing the paper, kind of helping that to pop. We're gonna do that on the flower. Make sure we're still in frame. Yes. All right. And we can definitely include more Rita Berman in the future as well. There we go. All right, let's do a little bit of this bowl. There we go. And like I said, at some point here, we'll have to, if anybody is curious what else we kind of, if you're new here today, first of all, thank you everyone that's here. And if you're curious what other kind of stuff we do, this is one that I am currently working on that we did the last two streams on. This was our Kirby page. So this was with the Arteza watercolors. So what I like to do is I try not to do the same illustrator or the same kind of page back to back. So I like to try and mix it up. So since we did a Kirby one, we're doing this one, and then we'll do, you know, like a Hannah Carlson. The only one that I have a tendency to do back to back is like sometimes a Johanna one. Okay, we need to do some grapes. I want to do these in green, I think. Green grapes, just to kind of balance all the colors that we have. So let's grab number 77. Let's see. And so just as a general promo, I guess, for those of you that are new, 77 and let's get 57. The way that it usually works around here, if you are new, is that on Wednesdays and Fridays we do live streams. Wednesday is a morning stream and Friday is an evening stream. I am in Texas, so that is US Central Time. So today was 10 a.m. US Central Time. And look at that. Look at that wood all the way up there. Okay, we're gonna sharpen it in here and try and get rid of that wood. Well, that's not gonna work. And then Fridays is 8:30 p.m. US Central Time. There we go, that's better. And so those are the times that we usually stream. With the occasional video upload, we do reviews, we do all kinds of things. Do you have coloring book of Layla Dooley, The Flower Year? No, but let me write that down. And I am always open to new book suggestions too. So let me see, I'm gonna write that down. Layla, I also have terrible handwriting, so don't judge. Dooley, Flower Year. I will look that one up after stream. Yeah, I'm always open to new books. All right, let's zoom back in here. Oop, there we go. Let's see, I'm using Crayola Twistables on a Carl Magana Patreon Fall Halloween image. Oh my goodness, from last year, I think it is. Oh, very nice. Yeah, the colors, I love that. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. All right, so this is number 77. But yeah, we have a Facebook, we have a Discord, I have an Etsy where I sell coloring pages and stickers and some coloring cards. It's all super good fun. Actually, I just picked up the Fairy Tales coloring book by Emily Oberg. It's less well known, but it's so cute. It'll be up your alley. Oh, really? An unpopular opinion is about to rise? Oh no. Oh no, what's the unpopular opinion? All right, so let's see, 77. I'm just making some green grapes here. There we go. But yeah, so loads of stuff going on. So then Friday, we'll do something new. And where are we at with the poll right now? Oh my gosh, it's close. You know, I'm gonna let it keep going. There's like 100 people in chat and only like half of you voted. So I'm gonna let it keep going. Because it is neck and neck right now. If it was like only 10% one and like 20% another, then that'd be something. But that's a close call. Right now it's 45% Maggie and 55% Hannah. Oh, awesome, Annie. Yeah, me too. All right, so now we're gonna use 57. There we go. We might do, I didn't snap that lead. No one saw that. There was no lead snappage here. Nope. That never happens here. We don't ever have anything. Moving on. Hey, guess, look, we're coloring grapes. And then let's go ahead. Let's see. Go ahead and give this a quick sharpen. Love coloring flowers, right? It's so fun. Ooh, 46, 54%. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see, 69. We're just gonna get a little bit of yellow glow here. And then I think we're gonna get a little bit of red on these grapes. So for those of you that are also new here, a lot of times I like to use a complementary color to do some shading. In fact, I did a 60 seconds of color theory over my Instagram. Plus we have a whole color theory Let's Talk with accompanying worksheet. So if you wanna know more about color theory, we have that as well. So we're gonna use 102, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of red to these grapes for some shadow. Because there's obviously going to be some shadow where the grapes are overlapping. And now I kind of want grapes. In millions of llamas. Oh, very cool. Oh, sorry, Kenny. Bought it and immediately gave it away. Oh no. All right, let's end poll. Looks like Hannah Carlson is winning. All right, I will take a flip through my Hannah Carlson books and I will see which page calls out to me. And then, because it was so close, what we'll do is we'll do Hannah Carlson first, and then we'll do a Maggie and Chirios. And actually that works out well because by the time we do the Maggie page, I will have released the interview of Maggie and all about her new book. So that should be super exciting. All right, number 31 and number 67. Okay, let's do this as an orange here. So let's get a slightly darker orange color. We're gonna get number 25 and number 109. 109, yeah? Okay, yeah, 109. So we're gonna get number 25 first. Clara Markova, that's another one I don't have. I need to write that down. Hang on, I'm gonna put that on that same sticky note. Clara Markova. That's a name that I have seen tossed around a lot, which I don't. Flowerscape is currently her only book, but she has a new book coming out in March 2023. That is the projected date for that one. And it's really pretty. I've seen a handful of the pages for it already, and there's a really cute sea turtle, and there's just loads of cute stuff in it. Like, you guys are gonna like it a lot. If you liked her first book, you're gonna like this next one even more. Absolutely. Right? So good. Are getting harder to get? Really, JC? Why is that? All right, number 109. I haven't really looked into it because I haven't, paid too much attention to her books. That's a little bit of a darker orange. I think we're gonna go in with number 91 for this last bit. I want it to be, make sure we get some lighter color in there. And then let's go ahead and grab number 54. Do we have that out already? No, we do not. I'm gonna grab that. Small batch printing, interesting. So can you get her books on Amazon, or is it something like Book Depository, or is it like one of those ones where you have to go, kind of like Nicholas Filbert's books? So how do you get a hold of her books? I guess I just assumed Amazon. Okay, let's go ahead and grab number 46. Go. And I think that's supposed to be like a sliced orange, so we're gonna do that as well. And then it looks like we have some blueberries, and then we're almost done with this one. So let's go ahead and grab number 25 again. Okay. Just a little bit there, and then we're gonna grab number 91. There we go. And then we're gonna grab 25 again. Oh, you get it from Etsy. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kenny. Hang on, let me see. What happened to her being able to sell on Amazon? Okay. Really? Oh, interesting. See that there was an Anna Green Gables book that I got that was right up there with that kind of price. Like, sometimes, like, some of these books that you want to get are definitely up there. But if you really like them, then it's worth it. If she has on Etsy, does she have any like downloads or anything that you can buy as an alternative? Okay, let's use a little bit of number 81. Number 81. A little bit there. We're almost done with this one. Let's use a little bit of our blender. There was a big to-do. Interesting. How do I get the color theory worksheet? Yeah, it's on the Emily Illustrator website. Yeah, so just, you can either type in !website in chat, or you can go to emilyillustrator.com/downloads. And on the downloads page, you will find all of the color sheets, worksheets, free coloring pages, all the things. That is all on the downloads section of the website. Okay. There we go, just a little bit there. And then let's do these blueberries real quick. So let's grab number 33. As I can find it. There we go, 33, and I think we have 35 out already. That's 29. This one works. Oh, Pinterest also. Okay. All right, so, and free pages on her website. I'll have to take a look then. I'll do some research on her, and we could definitely add her to the list for sure. Okay, so we're just gonna use a little bit of number 33. There we go, and then number 38. There we go. And let's use a little bit of this green. Does anyone have a swatch sheet for the Color Pencils Red Tin? I do indeed, Mona. That one is on the website because that is the one color that I have. So I have a long list of color charts that I need to make, and I did have somebody that was gracious enough to send me some for pencils I don't have. But most of all of the pencils that are on there are pencils that I have. So if you're like, well, why doesn't she have this, this, and this? Because I kind of need the pencils in front of me to be able to make the list. Oh, thank you, Ronnie. But anyway, for the charts that I do have, you can find them all there on the website. And there's no catch or anything. You don't have to be a member of the channel to get it. Everything on there is free. So, you know, just grab what you need and you can download it straight and it's good to go. Because the way I do it on the website is I download them all to, or I guess upload them to Google Drive. And then I have the list, and then the list links to the file. So it makes it pretty simple. Okay, so I think that's it for this one. I think we'll move on. We'll call this one. Let's zoom out just a little bit. There's a little bit of the glare on it there, but yeah, that one was nice and simple. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna move this so that it's not in the way. And we are gonna shift down and we are gonna work on this cute little camper here. Okay, there we go. All right, so what I want to do for this one, because I want the lights to be on and I kind of want it to be kind of like a nighttime kind of dealio. So, and dealio, that's my technical term for it. Super professional. All right, let's go ahead and get this in focus, make sure we're good. Okay, so we zoomed in all the way, yeah. So what I wanna do is I'm going to map in where I want the glow to be first. So it's going to be around the lights. So I am just going to start by kind of putting all of that in. When you have a thing that needs highlights or lights, you want to get that in first thing. Get all of the area where the light is going to be, because then that will help you build off the rest of the page. So this is kind of a nice little simple square that we can learn on and kind of pick up some tips from. So like I said, I want this to be glowy, like lights on. Now, but I also want this to kind of affect, oh, Rita Berman free pages. Okay. So I want this to be on the leaves on the side too. I'm all gonna kind of bring it in. Yes, it's a sort of border, but I'm gonna bring it into the page, and that sort of activates it as not a bystander of the page, but you know, a true player. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna add the yellow glow on the leaves where it's going to get affected by the lights. So these ones that are in the front, these are gonna get some of that yellow. Okay. So these ones are just gonna be kind of on the tip just a little bit. Same thing here, and then we'll be able to build the rest of the color around it. So we're gonna add this yellow here, just like so. Not a ton, not a ton. It's not gonna be overly dramatic. Okay. There we go, this one here. So obviously if there's as much light down here that's getting affected, we're gonna have a little bit of light on the trailer behind. So I am gonna continue some of that yellow here. And it's just gonna be a fairly dramatic, and what'll really make this pop is that we're gonna do, hi Renee, how are you? We're gonna do a nice dark background behind that's gonna be, it's gonna have stars and such. So we have these apples here. These are definitely gonna get some light glow on them. These are gonna be some pretty big party lights. Okay, get some yellow there. And I will probably color the leaves similar to the apples because the leaves look the same. We could do a few differences. Okay, a little bit of glow there. Same thing with the grass and whatever those little flowers are. And then what about what? Has free page? Oh yeah. Okay, and then let's do a little bit on the tires as well and a little bit on the stool. And then we're gonna do just a little bit, not the whole thing, but we're gonna do a little bit of glow on the ground as well. Okay, now that we've got all that mapped in, we can work with the rest of it. Let me get another sip of my coffee here. It's almost done, I think. Here we go. All right, so for the trailer, what colors? Sorry, I tend to think out loud. Maybe we'll start with the leaves first and then we'll move on to the trailer because I'm not sure about the colors yet. So we'll get everything else mapped in and then we'll decide the colors after that. So for the leaves, let's go ahead and start with number 79 and number 82. 79 and 82. We'll zoom out for a minute while we're picking our colors. So 79 and 82. Let's see, here is 79. Okay, and 82, do we have? I think we might have that out already. That's 81. This one is 77, 57. Let's see, 82. Is that kind of light green one? Hang on. Bear with, there it is, 82. Perfect. All right, let me go ahead and give this a quick sharpen. There we go. The delay today is awesome. There we go. Oh, Annie, I'm so glad. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the key thing to doing the lights is making sure that you get all of that light kind of sketched in first. Hi, Bonnie, how are you? All right, so let's go ahead and start with number 79. All right, and the darkest color is going to go behind because we obviously have that green. So it'll take us a minute, but we're gonna get all of that in, and then we'll add our mid color. Now, when you're working with spaces this small, I really don't do much, much more than about 2 colors, especially when we have our third highlight color in here, just because too many colors and it's gonna get muddy. But the idea is keeping that contrast. Sounds good, Danielle. All right, so we're going to, once you lose contrast in your picture, then that's when things start to get a little bit muddy. And when I say contrast, I mean your darkest darks and your lightest lights. So your absolute highest contrast is going to be something that is black and white. Not necessarily grayscale, but black and white has really high contrast because they are just so starkly different. So keeping your darkest darks and your lightest lights visible instead of adding too many midtones is what helps to give your page, a little bit more, it kind of draws your eye around the whole thing. Thank you, Angela. You want to know something funny? This is actually 3 separate colors of nail color. So for those of you that are around, I like my nail color. They're both the ILNP brand. I'm not like an affiliate, I just like it. But it's this one here, the purple. This one's called Hi-Fi. And then I layered on Page. Oh, it'd help if you guys could see it. There we go. Oh, maybe. There we go. I layered on Page. It's all crooked on there. Page, and then I did another layer of the purple, and then I did this on top, which is called Yes Please. And it's all the ILNP brand. But I will say my favorite brand of base coat and top coat is by London Town. But I have fun with my nails. All right, so 79. Actually, I had someone compliment me on my nails at Joann's yesterday. I was like, oh, you noticed, thanks. And scanned by for a period of time. After that, she takes them down. Ah, got you. You don't get a lot of sleep now to begin with. You have to set up at 4 a.m. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that'll do it. It's because they were still on my desk because I'm too lazy to put things away when I probably should. And truth be told, so I broke my nail the other day. So this one is shorter than all the rest. No joke, I repainted this nail like 3 times because I kept messing it up while I was waiting for it to dry. So they are out because at about 11 o'clock last night, I repainted that one. And did I put it away? I absolutely did not. I'm beginning to realize that now that I have my own office, like my office is like my playroom. So we joke that when I tell the kids they have to clean up their rooms, like it's like, oh, well, I need to clean my room too because it's my playroom. I used to have my kind of office area in our bedroom, but now that we've moved and I have a separate office, it's fine. The bedroom actually stays very clean. Stays very clean because I don't have all my toys in there, all my pencils and my books and everything else. But yeah, I like my nail polishes. Plus, my hands aren't nearly as shaky anymore now that we figured out what it is. And so, because for like a month and a half, I couldn't like paint my nails because I couldn't hold my dang hands still. So, there's that. All right, so now number 82. But yeah, I like my nail colors. Thing of it is I would rather, because it costs like what, 35, depending on where you go, if you go really fancy place, but like 35, 25, 35, 45, whatever it is, depending on what you get done for a manicure. So for me, I would rather invest in a high quality nail polish and let that last, 20, 30 manicures or whatever before I run out, instead of going to get my nails done. Like I wish that I had a place here in town that did like fancy designs or whatever on the nails, and then I might consider it, but there isn't a good enough place around here that does that. So when I want to get really fancy with my nails, I have like nail stamping stuff that I will do, but that tends to be a little bit time consuming. My other thing is when you go to get your nails done at a salon and like, oh, I didn't put the dark green on here. And like you get a chip or something else, like because you don't have the nail color there, you can't touch it up yourself. And so when I have the nail color here at home, I can just touch it up, and then I only have to paint my nails about once a week, Sometimes if I'm really wanting to change it up, or like if I'm too rough with my nails, I didn't do green here either. I will paint my nails like twice in a week, but once or twice a week is about how often I do it. All right, the green again. There we go. And I've done those nail wraps too. Those are fun. Sorry, maybe not everybody is interested in the nail talk, but I honestly consider doing my nails as like part of this, just because, you know, my hands are always filmed up close, so I need to try and take care of it. And in fact, I was using this last night. Steve, for birthday, I think it was, he gifted me this really nice nail cream by London Town, and you know, a little bit goes a long way, but I will do that with my cuticles sometimes. Okay, so those are not the leaves. I missed one. Let's see. There we go. All right, so let's do the grass down here. Let's do a slightly darker green. Let's grab number 46. 46, there we go. I love nail talk, right? Nails are so fun. Hype and chat for nails. I didn't, you know, the funny thing is I didn't used to take very good care of my nails. You know, this is way before, you know, I started doing any kind of coloring videos. I was definitely a nail biter. I cannot bring myself to, like, I can't, it makes me cringe just thinking of biting my nails now. Like, it's just like, no, I need to, if I do that, like I file them or I trim them if I need to. When I broke this nail, it was because I was putting together, I got some tunnels for nibbles, and I was putting together these little cubes for him, and I was just pulling a little hard, and it's just like, no. Yes, unless you have an allergic reaction. Oh, your poor nails. I remember that, Shannon. Oh, it took so long to heal from that. Oof, oof, oof. Yeah, I don't know, and I like kind of like indie brands of nail polish. All right, let's go ahead and use number 76 now. Like ILNP, I couldn't even tell you how I first found out that nails suck. I couldn't even tell you how I first found that brand of nail polish, but I love it because it's cruelty-free, it's vegan nail polish. Like, as far as nail polish is concerned, like it's healthy as nail polish can get, and that's one of the reasons I really like it. Some of their colors last longer than others, but for the most part, it does a good job. I realized I forgot this one over here. There we go. All right, so now I kind of want to pop in our dark background for our sky. For your Prismacolor palette freebie, are those meant to be color schemes for an entire page or one object? So for the one where I have different palettes put together, what I did is I pulled those color palettes off some pages that I've done, flower clusters that I put together. So they're kind of like groups of colors. I mean, you could choose to do an entire page with just like 6 of those colors. It kind of just depends on, you know, what you're wanting to do. So they're kind of just groups of colors that can be meant to be, you know, on one whole page in just a section, that kind of thing. Generally, for me, when I combine, when I combine colors, like let's say I've got kind of like a blue color palette, which by the way, if you do not have a color wheel, this is only like $6. It comes in so handy. But also, Sarah Renee Clark's coming out with that color cluster. I don't remember the name of it, but you know, the color swatching kind of box. I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, so let's say I've got a group of like purple color palettes. Anything in the yellow family is gonna go along with them. But I mean, we're doing leaves and other things too. So, I mean, you could put purple and green together despite the fact that they're not complementary. So colors that are complementary, I use Live Love nail polish. Oh, I think I've heard about them. All right, one of those being shipped to me right now. Awesome. But yeah, so complementary colors is probably one of the #1 things that I reference a lot. So complementary colors is any color that is opposite each other on the color wheel. So you have your yellow and green, you have your blue and orange, you have your red and green. And then when you get to your tertiary and secondary colors, you have your blue greens and red orange, you have your blue violet and yellow orange. So there is room for, you know, wiggle room for interpretation, that kind of thing. You know, obviously you have your warm and cool colors. So generally this is kind of your, you know, probably yellow, green and over. This is gonna be your cool side. This is gonna be your warm side. Anything that had color cube, thank you, Brandy. I couldn't remember what it was. Anything that's gonna have like blue in it is gonna be your cool side. Things that predominantly have yellow in it are gonna be on your warm side, but there are variations where certain colors are more warm than others. For instance, this is a more, sorry, I got glare. This is a more cool colored purple than say number 15, which is what I consider a warm color purple. So there's variations on everything. But in general, if you follow complementary colors, primary, secondary, tertiary, that's gonna give you a nice color palette in general. You know, obviously back here you have, you know, adding tone, tint, and shade, which is basically adding white, gray, or black. But really the color wheel can seem a little overwhelming because it's got everything on it. But if you take a look at the Let's Talk page, it's all about color theory. I color individual little sections of Johanna's little groups, kind of like these, in specific groups of color. So yeah, color wheel is really, really helpful. It's got, you know, warm colors. It says red, oranges, yellows, cool is, you know, greens, blues, and violets. And here's the thing, is that it says that, let me get it in focus here for you. So, sorry for the shakiness. Warm colors are, let's see, there we go, are advancing colors, cool colors are receding colors. And part of that is cool colors. If you have a page where something is all warm colors and something is all cool colors, the cool colors tend to fall to the background while the warm colors pop up front. It's just kind of how the eyes work. And then of course you have your definitions, your color, hue, value, intensity, tint, tone, shade, neutral, gray. So basically these little pocket color wheels has all the information that you could need about color. So we've got, you know, harmonious color schemes, monochromatic, analogous, complementary. We've got split complementary. There's just loads of stuff. And this is all kind of stuff that they teach, you know, and kind of just color theory 101. But if you want a crash course in it, like I said, I've got a color theory and there are accompanying worksheets and everything else that you need on the website. But honestly, I love color talk. Like colors make me so happy. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, let's keep going. Let's move. Let's do the deck of where this is at. So let's do some browns. Let's do number 24. 24. I think it is already out. But yeah, I absolutely love color so much. And it's just one of those kinds of things where you kind of just have to, there it is. That's 54. You kind of have to train your eye to recognize those things about the colors. Yeah, the new project that Sarah Renee Clark is coming out. It looks really cool. I cannot imagine the work that she put into that. It's so impressive. Let's see, and then let's grab 67. In fact, Color with Claire was saying she just wants to get one, if nothing more than for the aesthetic, oh my gosh, words, exclamation point words are hard. Aesthetic of it for having it on her desk. I can't talk. Okay, let's see. Color scheme booklet. I haven't purchased any of her color things. 24 is what we're gonna use, but that's partially just because, I don't know, color is something that I really enjoy and kind of coming up with my own. I'm so excited for the project because I know that a lot of people struggle with it, and so that's just fine. For me though, I don't know that I will have a use for it, but I'm definitely suggesting it to other people because the idea of it, I think, is going to be really helpful to some. Let's see, I feel like actually with this stool here, I'm gonna go over some of this yellow. I feel like there should be more shading behind the stool because that's gonna block some of the light. All right, so we're gonna continue this here. Here we go. And then I think we'll do the background. I want to get a lot of this light stuff in. Oh, nice, Shannon. Okay, so we're going to add this here. Here we go. And we'll add in some more of that yellow once we get it done. Okay, so now we're gonna do number 67. There we go. Now, if you were gonna make this like a raining scene, you would probably do your light a little bit differently because you're gonna have a lot more reflections to deal with. And obviously if this is wood, it's not gonna reflect light like it would a glossy surface, which is what it would be if it was raining. So, you know, use your prerogative on however much light you wanna have reflecting on the deck. But for me, I'm imagining that does have a little bit of a glow. Give this a quick sharpen. Companion to the color count will give you the color pencil numbers to match. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Okay, use a little bit more of that. There we go. All right, and then let's use a little bit of that yellow again. Exclusively, woo! I didn't throw that. Someone else did. It wasn't me. It was the pencil fairy. I would never throw pencils. Nope, never, never. Certainly not I. Okay, so we're gonna go and fill that in there. Let's go and add a little bit more brown. Oh yeah, she did a link for that. Although if you shared a link, Shannon, oh, there's a link on her channel. I got you. I was gonna say I didn't see the link, but no, we're good. All right, so I'm just using number 67 color wheel that shows the basic colors and the pastel tones. It's really helpful. I love my color wheels, right? I love color wheels so much. They make me so happy. They're just so handy. 4x4, okay. Right, JC? It is pretty. It is really pretty. Well, I mean, they could fly across the room if she chucked the whole cube. So, you know, there's still hope. Okay. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and use our blender. Okay. There we go. Do a little bit on top there. So yeah, I will have to flip through my Hannah Carlsons and decide what it is that I want to color on Friday for that. All right, 54. Do we already have 54 out? I think we do. We do. There's 54. We're going to start that with the apples down here. Okay. There we go. How are we doing on time anyway? Make great wall art. Oh, you crack me up. All right, so what was this again? This is 54. We're just doing these apples real quick with that yellow glow kind of on the top. Okay, let's grab another red here. Sounds good, Alex. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. All right, so number 9. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in. Might grab a slightly lighter red as well. Let's go ahead and grab number 70. Let's see, do we have that out already? We might have 70 out already. Hang on. That's 108. 71. The joy of having so many pencils out. That's 12. Let's see. Till I see a flip through. That's fair. That's fair. I apologize. We've got mowers outside, so it's a little loud. Okay, so 70. Although I don't know, I'm always pre-ordering Johanna's books. Like, I think I have at least a couple copies of each of her books. But that shouldn't surprise anyone, honestly. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab number 79 for these apple leaves. There we go. And then number 82. A little bit here. Hang on one second, chat. Here we go. Sorry about that. I am back now. Just tended to the kiddos real quick. All right, let's see. Let's do this little stool here. So we're gonna use number 31. I'm gonna press kind of harder here, but we've got that yellow glow that's on top. So let's get our yellow here. There we go. Okay, let's move on to, we'll do the sky in a little bit. Let's move on to the trailer itself. Sorry, I moved that down. Let's do, usually they're kind of white, and we could do white, but we can have a little bit of a kind of a slight color on the outside. Let's do number 67. There you go. All right, 67. Okay. And we're gonna add some color here, keeping in mind that we have a lot of that yellow that's gonna be kind of shining on there. So we're gonna do the outside. There we go. Let's see. Looks like that continues there. So we'll go ahead and use that here. And then we're gonna have this stripe in the middle. And I'm thinking something blue for the stripe. So we're gonna go ahead and continue this part here. Gonna do the top. I'm gonna turn this. I need to keep my wrist comfortable here, otherwise hands are gonna be hopping all over the place. There you go. There we are. Because we'll have a door to do also. Right, I gotta continue my collection. Sheena, how are you? How are you? It has been a long time, we missed you. Okay, there we go. How have you been? How is life? Okay, so we need to do the frame and the door and this little design here. I'm thinking that we should do, we're gonna do blue for the stripe design, but I'm thinking more natural tones for the door and the frame of the window. Ooh, green might look really nice. Let's go ahead and do number 46. We'll start with that. Okay, so we're gonna do 46. I think that'll tie in real nice with the leaves on the outside. Okay, and we still have some of that yellow glow, so we wanna make sure we include that. And in fact, I wanna add some more yellow glow to the door here. Here we go. And we're going to use also number 77, which I don't know if we have out already. Might. Yes, we might have it out. So 77, that's 79. 81, 77, here we go. I don't know what you're talking about, Shannon. It's been up the whole time. Ta-da! This is why I have Shannon here. She keeps me in check. All right, so 77. There we go. And let's do a little bit of number 57. Right there. A little bit over the yellow. There we go. Okay, and then let's use a little bit of number 31. Okay. Just a little bit. There we go. All right, now let's do the same colors. Actually, let's use our blender real quick. Burnish out the white of that paper. Nice kind of vibrant door we got going on there. All right, and then let's go ahead and do, let's see. Screaming in terror. No, oh no. Exactly, that's why I got my mods. They let me know when things are happening. I do not notice. All right, let's go ahead and bring that up. A little bit on the edge there. So we're gonna have matching frame on that one. Now let's do 77. I went out of the line a little bit, but what's life without going out of the lines a bit? It's what makes life entertaining. All right, and then number 57. So we'll have to do another Rita Berman page in the future for sure. I'm enjoying this one. Okay, sounds good, Danielle. Oh yeah, just rest up, Sheena. Okay, let's use 67 again. I want to add a little bit more color to this side of the trailer. Give it a little bit more of a three-dimensional look. And then we're gonna grab number, let's see, let's do number 31 is what I want. 31, let's see, that's 15. Some of the, oh no, wait, 31, yeah, okay. Some of the colors of the barrels are slightly misleading. Okay, 31. There we go. Okay, now let's do the stripe of the trailer. We're gonna do it in a blue. And we're gonna start with number 55. Make sure that is in fact a blue here. It's kind of like a teal, blue, green. Actually, that can work. All right, so we're gonna do 55. Okay, we're gonna go across the bottom here. We have a little bit more of that yellow, so we're going, that's pink. That was completely the wrong color. There we go. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of that yellow there because we still have the glow from the lights. Okay, so a little bit of that blue. Okay, and I wanna make sure we finish this page, so depending on how long it takes us, we might go over time just a little bit today. All right, so now 38. Here we go. 38 all the way over. And then we have the little areas in between, and let's do number 102. Sounds good, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so 102. Just a little bit of kind of darker red, kind of helps tie in with the apple color. Okay, there we go. But instead of using another red on top, we're actually gonna use a little bit of an orange. And we're gonna do number 003. It adds in with the glow from the light. There we go, I'm liking that. All right, we also have the tire, but I want to get in with some of this sky here as well. So let's start with number 28. Okay, number 28, and we're gonna go with number 87. Okay, which is kind of like a dark kind of indigo almost. I want to give it a quick sharpen so we can get in those nice kind of fine points a little bit. And having this nice dark background, that didn't work, that totally snapped the tip. Having this nice dark background will help all the lights and everything to really just kind of pop. So let's go ahead and start with the black. And we're gonna do the darkest part on the sides. So actually some of this branch is gonna disappear, but we're doing it for nighttime, so that is expected. Just want to be careful not to go over any of those leaves, but we're going to bring in some of this blue too, and then it'll be lighter at its closest to that. Now keeping in mind that we're not covering the area that has the glow, so that had a little bit of glow, so we're going to make sure we leave that. I'm going to bring the black all the way here. We can always go over it a little bit if we want it darker. Sometimes it's just easier to leave, you know, go in lightly, and you can always add more later. It's easier to add more than it is to take away, especially with pencils. We've got some little dots up here. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but we'll go around them and maybe we'll like color them as like gold or something. We'll use some little sparkly gel pens. Sometimes when you have an area that's too small, it's kind of nice to use a little bit of sparkle instead of trying to fit in multiple colors. You just kind of accept that it's just going to be this cute little sparkly thing. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead, fill this in over here, and then let's bring in some of this blue. And this is number 87, like I mentioned. We're gonna go over that black. It's a little bit too strongly blue, so I think we'll go over with black again once we have this blue down, but what it's gonna do is give us a little bit of like a blue undertone. Okay, I'm not going right to the edge, I'm leaving it slightly light because we're gonna blend in some of that yellow. Okay, so I'm just gonna get much lighter as we go to the edge. Okay, we're going around all those leaves. There we go. Yeah, we'll definitely go in a little bit darker with that black. No. Now we're getting there. There we go. And then, yeah, like I said, we'll choose a Hannah Carlson. Does anybody have a favorite Hannah Carlson book? I'd be curious to know what the majority of people have. I know Daydreams is a pretty common one, just because it's been out for so long. And then, yeah, whatever page we choose will determine what pencils we use, especially if we end up doing something with skin tone. Then I want to choose something that has good skin tone. Let me get a sip of water real quick. Thank you, Sheena. I know it's hard. My hand kind of covers it up when we're there, but sometimes it's hard to color without covering it up. All right, so we're just gonna come in with that black here. Oh, I realized we didn't get any blue there. But yeah, our next one will be Friday night at 8:30 p.m. US Central Time. I like to try and have every week a time that's good for everyone. So, you know, morning time is good for US and UK, evening time is good for US and Australia. So, you know, at least at one point during the week, we hit a good time zone for everyone. Okay, there we go. Bit of that blue. All right, now let's go ahead and go in with some of that yellow. Let's see, Magical Dawn, Daydream, Summer Nights Masquerade. No, but I have one picture left in Summer Night. You have only one picture left in Summer Nights, Shannon? Summer Nights is a good one? Okay. Shannon, will you message me what that one picture is? I'm curious. Because if there's a couple people requesting Summer Nights, what if the last picture you had in Summer Nights was the one we chose to do? I'm gonna laugh though if it's one I've already done. Okay, a little bit of yellow around that. But we're also gonna bring in some green because I mean, blue and yellow is green, so not too much, but we're gonna bring in a little bit. And then we're gonna layer just a little bit of blue over the top. So let's come in with our number 38. Gonna layer that blue over there. And then bring that back. Okay, and I am pressing a little bit harder. And we're definitely gonna be getting some stars in here. Because I don't want any harsh lines. I want this to be a kind of subtle change in color. There we go. Okay, let's get a little bit more of our black. It's a yucca one. Oh no! It has a girl and two cats on it. I'll have to look. I'll have to look. So it's one you've been putting off. All right, taking the black now, and I'm going over very lightly over where we brought that blue in. So it's still gonna have a nice kind of dark image to it, but it's gonna have that kind of blue and yellow undertone to it. Okay, but I'm going lightly so it doesn't overwhelm it too much. Okay, and then we're gonna be using our blender over the top, so it should smooth it out. There we go. Albrecht Durr just arrived. Oh, awesome. That's exciting. After a while, I just started going in order of the ones I had left. It happens to be the last in line. Oh my gosh, so what are you gonna do when it's all done? That's a feat, man. I have never finished an entire book. Like, I have to like feel inspired by a page and like be able to foresee it, and I don't ever wanna like dread a page. Okay, there's that. So now we're gonna go ahead and give our blender a quick sharpen. Thank you, Mrs. Butterfly. Excuse me, you're gonna throw it. You cracked me up. All right, so now we're gonna use our blender, and I am going to, you didn't see any of that snappage. Nope, nope, nope. I'm going to kind of burnish out the texture of this, and that should make it kind of pop even more. Like I said, it'll look kind of gray, but it'll have that undertone to it. And we want the trailer and everything else in the foreground to pop out against the background. So smoothing that out is gonna help have it not be quite a distraction. And we're gonna add stars too. I know it's a little space, but you know, you can do a lot with a little space. He's a little guy. And you know, we're just gonna go ahead and cover those circles because we'll use gel pen on top of them anyway. Okay, so we're just kind of burnishing this and smoothing it out. I love the blender pencil so much. When they said they were going to get rid of the full blenders, you better believe I stocked up. I dread the day where I actually run out. Okay, so let's sweep that a little bit. Let's get our, what the first pencils I purchased? Wait, what were the first ones you purchased? Oh gosh, Kara, oh my goodness. I don't know what you're talking about, Ronnie. I have no idea what you're talking about. Shh, no snappage here. All right, let's go ahead and use a little bit. So I mentioned this last time, but if you want it to look more like stars and less like snow, and it's different with this little spot, do clusters of white dots rather than white dots evenly spread out through the whole thing, because then it just looks like snow. But we have a pretty small space to work with here, so you know, there's only so much spreading out that you can do of star clusters. There we go. Get some stars in there. We need to do the tire, so we're gonna get some black. Bye, Kara. Get some rest. Thank you for being here. All right, so we're gonna do some black here for the tire. There we go. We need to get a little bit of gray. Little bit. Let's do number 74. Okay. 74. There we are. And let's have a little bit of fun. Let's get, let's see. Look at the silver. I guess there's not really a silver. Yeah, why not? Let's try using silver. I don't really use silver all that much because I feel like you can get something looking more silver with your whites, but we have such a small space. Let's do a little bit of black, just a little bit. Do a little bit darker black on the wheel. There we go. Oh, you know what? I didn't do this part either because this is part of it. We need to grab, let's see, I think it was this one here, maybe? That's pretty red. No, we're gonna grab this here. What is this? This is number 31. There we go. Yeah, this is the right one. 31. There we go. Okay, let's use our blender. Run that around. Let's do a little bit of white highlight on the hubcap here. Maybe? I don't know, I like that. Nice thing is this Posca pen, you can kind of take off. Instead, we're gonna go ahead and bring this black right to the edge. Like so. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Okay, let's see, what else have we missed? This little wheel here. Okay, just a little bit. Oh, we need to do the lights the rest of the way. We need to put some blue on these windows. Okay, we're gonna use number 29. Okay, just a little bit of blue. Same thing over here, just a little bit of blue there. Okay, we need to do these little puff balls here. We're gonna do number 99. Number 99, thanks, Ronnie. Number 99, we're gonna do the darker spot here where we've got the glow. Okay. Here we go with a little bit of pink, just a tad. There we are. Okay, and then we're gonna do the lights. So we're gonna get the number 49. A little bit of yellow within them. Okay, and then we're gonna get our Posca, right? It is so cozy. Gonna get our Posca, we're gonna outline the lines on the lights. Now I know that makes them disappear a little bit, but if we've done enough glow, that will help the lights to kind of stand out on their own. That makes sense. Okay. Then what we can do, because we still have gel pen to add, is we can use a gel pen color for the cord around the lights and help that to pop a little bit. Okay. And we are going to use the super glitter gel pen. Oh, I just realized we didn't do this part. Let's get our number 31. This here is gonna be darker. That's inside. We're gonna use a little bit of black. Aw, thanks, Renee. Have a great day at work. Thank you for stopping in. All right, there we go. A little bit there. We're gonna get actually, let's do number 24, which I think I have out already. Let's see. Yep, that's 24. We have this little bushel here. Okay. Make sure and include that. All right, and then we're gonna get number 67. Okay. Then we're gonna get our black. Sounds good, Jeanette. Thank you so much for being here. There we go, a little bit of black. And in fact, what we can do is I'm gonna use our eraser here. Erase just the edge. Not that side, I don't think. We're gonna put a little bit of yellow here. It's gonna get a little bit of that glow. There we go. Let's use our blender. Kind of just smooth things out a little bit. There we go, that's much better. Let's use a little bit of the number 31 at this base here. There we go. Just a little bit at the base, okay? And then let's see, are we ready for gel pen? I believe we are. We are gonna use the Super Glitter gel pens from Arteza, or Brian says Arteezer, and I love it, love it, love it. So let's go ahead and do, let's not do a green. Let's see, what color is this one gonna be? That's almost too red. That's gonna make it stand out too much. Let's do a blue. Let's do blue, and we're gonna do a gold. Okay. So actually, let's do the gold first. Okay, we're gonna do this up here, and these are just so glittery. Like I said, these are the Arteza Super Glitter Gel Pens. I might have them in the description below, but otherwise you can find them on Arteza's website. Okay, that's there. And then, and you can kind of see it more when I tilt it. There you go, see that glitter? We can hold it up closer when we get done here. All right, so let's go ahead. This is, let's see, are there two? There's two different blues in the sets. So this is the lighter blue gel pen. And honestly, who doesn't love a bit of sparkle? Okay, so we're just gonna continue that there. Bring it down like so. There we go. Okay, and then let's use a little bit of gold. Let's use a little bit of gold on these lights here. It's kind of like gold sparkles. Just for fun. I mean, these little individual things, they're not gonna be super hyper realistic, you know? They're just for fun. So we've got some little gold sparkles there. I'll show you, I'll tilt it here so you can see it. In fact, we can zoom in a little bit closer here. There we go. Anyway, just a little sparkliness. And I think we have it. Let's zoom out and look at both. Here we go. So these little individual squares, whether it's in Rita Berman or Johanna or wherever else, it's nice to kind of just practice different techniques using on different things. Like, and especially when we got outdoor, indoor, you got trees, you can do all different kinds of things here. Bye, Grumpy. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah. So that pretty much wraps up today. Look at that, 12:02. I didn't go that over. I did great. Toot toot my own horn. But let's start with thank you, Kara and Elizabeth, for your super chats. Kathleen, thank you for subscribing. To all of my wonderful viewers and lurkers, thank you so much for being here today. Let's see, members, don't forget to get your free coloring download before the end of this month. But that is about it. Friday night, we're gonna go ahead and do Hannah Carlson. I will take a look. I saw Summer Nights up, so I'll take a look at Summer Nights, see if there's anything in there I haven't colored that I would like to. And I will let you know what pencils we're gonna use once I choose the page, because I won't know until I see what page I'm gonna do. But I am so glad you guys recommended Rita Berman. I enjoyed this. Nice little simple illustration. So if you want just something kind of easy and a good travel book, I highly recommend it. Link is in the description below. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep being the awesome people that you are. And I will see you Friday night at 8:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. All right? All right, everyone. Yes, happy birthday, JC. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you at the beginning of the weekend. All right, everyone, talk to you later. Bye.